Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
You never know when time's up. So when time's up, press rewind, get that timing like a diamond. Get your shine. Treat each day like the last one. Find the one to find someone to treat you right. Could it be you? It might. Whenever I'm with you, time flies. When I be alone with you, time flies. Keep taking away, time flies. Think I wanna stay with you, time flies. Then I get to play with you, time flies. When I be alone with you, time flies. Keep taking away, time flies. Think I wanna stay with you, time flies. Then I get to play with you. They say time flies when you're in a rush. I say my time ain't up for discussion, no. 'Cause enjoying company is enough. If we turn into us, that's a plus. 'Cause you never know when time's up.
Hey, you guys. We made it back in here another Sunday, and I'm so excited. Happy Thanksgiving, happy Turkey Day, and all of that good stuff. Shout out to Spirit, for giving us everything. And y'all give a warm shout out to 2020 Vision, baby. Yes. Uh-oh. See, Tony, where am I? Thank you. See, that's what friends are for. That's what friends are for. You guys, I am not alone today. I have my girl, my ride or die, the producer, the actress, the model, and the founder of Champagne Party. We have Sparkle in the building. Yes.
Hello. Thank you.
She going to be flying with me today. She going to be co-piloting this thing. We're going to talk about current events. We gonna dig all into it. Everybody's business. Everybody gonna get hit today.
There's a lot going on. A whole lot.
Believe me, everybody's gonna get hit up today. No one is safe. But y'all know how I like to do before I get started. First of all, I want to give my shout outs. I want to shout out Dina because she beat this face, honey. And I told y'all we back together. Now, Tony, what's going on with the hand gloves, my brother? Oh, really? Yes. And we actually have the Hair Slayer online. She's on Instagram Live. And in case you guys ever want to watch front facing, you guys can go to Facebook or YouTube at Ameerah The Songstress or 2020 Vision and watch the show in its entirety. But I know y'all nosy. Y'all like to be behind the scenes, seeing what's going on. So we're going to shout y'all out too on Instagram Live. But we got the Hair Slayer in the in the comments on the live, and she's responsible for this color, honey. She did this thing. So shout out to the Hair Slayer in Vegas, honey. Yeah, she's 24 hours, darling. So whenever you need that fix, she's available.
We need one of those in LA. 24
hours.
They be playing out here.
That's what. See, I told you I was gonna spit this gum. See, you supposed to have my back. You got me chewing
still
gum
got the
on
gum.
air.
I already told you what was going on before we started.
Damn it, Tony, thank you.
I told her I might be a little laughy today.
Spark is
Just
what they
giggling.
call her. So that's Vegas. That's that thing in Vegas. That 24-hour.
They got 24-hour everything.
Yes.
Everything. I'm upset. Out here, they talking about 2 o'clock, no Sundays, no, come on now.
They got those 24-hour bars in Vegas. You can go. I go for the food though, and at the 24-hour bars. Obviously, look at you. What was that look? What was that side eye look? What that meant? Huh?
Who, me?
Yeah, you. She was like, you go for the food. I do. I eat late.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Anyway.
A lot of things that are out there that's late.
Huh? What your mama used to say? Ain't nothing open but what? But see, that ain't me. That ain't me, though. That's not me. I go for the food. But anyway, yes, shout out to Vegas for your 24-hour resources.
I was going to say something else, but let me keep my little comments to myself.
Oh, no, we going to be commenting all day today. This is what we brought you here for your comments.
I know, it was a freak comment. We ain't ready to get into that yet.
Oh, we going there, though. We going there for sure.
We just started.
We got a lot of shout outs today. We got a lot of people to mention. We talking about new music. Say that word. Candidacy. Candidacy.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
am I saying it right?
We got that. We got, people going over to doing new teams and stuff.
Oh, yes.
And we got all kinds of stuff that we're going to talk about. Yeah.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But let's get into those TikTok videos and let's get this show on the road. What we got first, Tony?
I love my wife, and that's all there is. And I don't care who you are. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what it is. You are not my wife, and you cannot compete with her. So, but it's really just that simple. And so it's really up to us. And so it's my job to make sure my wife has nothing to worry about. It's my job to make sure she has nothing to be jealous about. And so when you do that, then it's perfectly fine. But if what you want via success or fame or money is the attention of somebody else or the attention of the random or whatever, then you'll get that. But that's your choice.
Mm-hmm. All right. I mean, I would like it if men were really like that.
Yeah.
You think he's an anomaly, or you think he's capping?
I think he's capping.
Really?
He was talking a bunch of. He's sitting there. This is what he. No.
This is what you're supposed to say when you on a podcast in front of women. You supposed to say this.
Right. Behind closed doors, always something else.
I mean, I thought I had somebody like that, but turns out, I'm just saying.
Wait.
I'm single and I'm in court. That's all I can tell you.
Things happen.
Every other month, every 30 days. Hey, you're back in court again.
Right? Like, what do they get out of that? Going back and forth. And then be mad at the very end. Mm-mm.
Just to be mad.
Mm-hmm. But it's okay.
Here, let's just shut out all the money as long as she don't get it.
Right. That's how it is. They don't want you to have it, but they going to spend it.
And that's all the shade I'm going to do on my divorce on this show today. That's it. That's all y'all get. That's all y'all get. Okay. Now, who sent us that video, Tony?
I love my wife, and that's all there is. And
Shataya Marie, shout out to you. It was definitely entertaining, and we would love it if that exists. I'm just saying. And you know what? This is not an all women show. Men, y'all can call up. That number is 646-378-0355. If y'all want the smoke, y'all can call in. And
Don't
you know,
be afraid.
yes,
Go ahead.
yes, add on 646-378-0355 and press 1 to let us know that you want to chime in with us. And if there are some men out there that's really, doing it like that, then let us know. We want you. We want to find you. We want show up, What we got next, Tony?
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. If you a dude and you done cheated on every girl that you done came across and done hurt every girl and you find that cool, I'ma just assume that you gay, bro. I'ma assume that you really don't like females, bro. At this point, if you cheating on every girl that you come across, bro, you like boys. So I'm gonna assume that you like boys. Y'all be weird. And it be the baddies y'all be cheating on, though. It be the baddies. And then y'all try to cover it up with an excuse like, oh, she was born or something. But you done had about 50 of them. And you done just cheated on all of them. And you got an excuse for everyone that you done cheated on. What they be saying, bro, just be who you are, bro. Cause from man to man, bro, I think you like boys. No cap.
Well,
I like his accent.
Man, no cap, bro.
You like
Man, no
boys.
cap, bro. You like boys, bro. Call it what it is, boy. Go on and call it what it is. Anyway, what you think, though?
I think he has something there because it's like, or they got mommy issues. It could be a lot of different things. Most likely, might like boys. He wants to just inflict that pain on women. Every woman you with, you just never satisfied. So maybe he'll be satisfied with a man. Maybe that's what it is.
And I've the reason why I like that because I've thought that before, and not just an average, and the fact that I have to call it an average cheating man is ridiculous, but not just an average
everybody cheat now.
Yeah, not just your average cheater, but like that person that they're a player and they have a billion women and they're never happy and they've never settled down. They've never taken any relationship with a woman serious that you know of. And then it always starts from they got hurt in elementary school.
Right.
And
Just gonna hold on to it. Like, come on now.
and they never got over it, and then every woman is a victim and all of that. There's, to me, psychologically, there's something else there. You know what I'm saying? And
chemically imbalanced,
and then there's also maybe the trauma of not being able to be honest with friends and family as to who you really are.
right.
You know, so you're just what are they called when they have what is it, a beard, or what is it called when you have when you're really
Spit it out.
I don't know, but you're gay and you get a wife anyway. It is just a cover up. It's a beard. See, I said it right.
Oh,
It's a beard.
Never heard of that. A beard.
But Tony, do you feel like someone could be traumatized and they're hiding what they really want and who they really are, and they just kind of go through women? Have you seen that, experienced that? Is that a thing, or
Yes, that is. I've seen that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, I think it could be a hatred in a way towards women because they want to be with who they want to be with.
Yeah.
Society has told them differently, so they just abuse as many women as they can.
Yeah. Yeah.
It could be from like growing up, like parents are really harsh on children and probably like beat it in them, like, da 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 da. You know, maybe he showed signs early on as he, wasn't going to be geared towards women, and some parents are against that.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. So even though he said it, kind of in a little bit of funny but blatant way, I think he has. I think there's definitely some insight behind what he was saying. So yeah, I agree. I totally agree. All right, what we got? Oh, who sent that in? Leo Motivates. Shout out to you. I like it. Keep posting, and we're going to keep showing things. And again, thank you guys for sending these videos to me. And, thank you for continuing to post on TikTok. And again, I continue to peruse TikTok. So, and thank you guys. You guys just flood my inbox. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I try to get everyone's, video on here, and I'll keep showing them. So keep sending them. All right. What we have next, Tony?
A lot of people have pointed out that there's been a strange amount of artists that have passed away almost randomly in the last few years, and it reminded me of something that Cat Williams said about the industry. I want you to check it out and let me know what you think in the comments.
In business, nothing is coincidental, or you would be hearing who's losing money. In all of these situations, it's only the artist that's losing. Somebody makes big money. When these rappers get killed, not incidental. Somebody made $100 million and now don't have to talk to that artist or none of their crew, don't have to validate none of their contracts. Now only got to deal with the mama, only got to see her once a year, and it's over. And the money goes up and up and up. So they killed this $20 million guy, but they reaped $60 million in benefits. Wow. And they had some people from your city do it.
I've been saying that, though. I mean, I wanted to show that particularly because obviously music is near and dear to my heart, and I really, love our hip hop community. A lot music it's turned into world music. Just in my travels, around the world, everywhere you go, hip hop is at the front and center of everything. You go into any club from Israel to Jerusalem, and any club, they're playing, the top 5, the top 20 that we're listening to over here, and that's always hip hop, And so, hip hop speaks to nations. Music is a universal language. And for so many of our young artists in hip hop being just destroyed, I don't think any of this is a coincidence. And again, like you said, look who's continuing to make money from it. And I definitely think it is a money play, but I think it's more of a sick power play. Excuse me. I think it's not just greed, but it's also like some of these labels, man, they just sit around and they make wagers with one another, about who's going to be on top this time next year. You know, some would say, like, for instance, Mariah Carey was the answer to Whitney Houston. You know what I mean? So they're always competing. You know, what's her name? Cardi B should have been the answer to Nicki Minaj. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, a lot of them have tried to come and knock her off her throne or whatever. But I don't think that starts with the artist. I don't think that starts with us. I think that starts with the executives. Yeah.
They have. Did you hear about how they have life insurance policies on these artists as well? And then what I'm getting, you know, out of everything is that as soon as these record sales drop below a certain point, you know, the labels are like, we're not getting no money. How can we get some money? If they gone, then they get money. Everything fluctuates after someone passes away, which is sad. But you know, that's what the labels are doing. And if you notice on what's that label, Empire Records, at least 15 of the artists have passed away by gun violence, murder. And so they think that it's the actual label knocking all these artists off. So it's scary. It's like the whole label, like Triple X, everyone, Pop Smoke, all on the same label.
I didn't realize that. That's crazy, and that's not a coincidence.
Right.
And then the funny thing about it is the people that are willing to go out and do these hits, you know, on these other artists and fellow human beings, shame on you.
Exactly.
Shame on you. That it's not enough money in the world. You know.
They're too busy. They want to kill each other. But when another race kills one of us, then, they want everybody to join together and fight against them. But they're doing this shit every day. Yeah. So it's like, we got to sit back and reflect on ourselves sometimes. And
greed, and then the greed as well as the illusion of power.
Right.
You know. Y'all, the real power is in love. You know, love is your strongest weapon. It conquers all. Love is not weak. It's the most powerful thing in the universe. Y'all will see that one day.
Amen, sister girl.
All right. Who sent that in, Tony? Don't ghost me. Hey. I feel that sentiment. Don't be ghosting me. You know I love you, boy.
Ghost me. Don't ever call.
Don't be leaving me on red. You know I'll be checking every 5 minutes to see if you responded.
Don't you hate that? You don't want to be out there like that, you know, but you're like, did he read it?
Did he read it?
You know it tells you. You're like, wait a minute. Nah, I ain't going to check it.
And can't they see when you checking to see?
Yes, because I be doing that. I ain't going to open it, but as soon as you know, you can see it. Okay, I don't have to open it now. Have them looking like, oh, she didn't even open it. I seen what you said.
Love of my life, you know who you are. No. Don't leave me on red.
Oh, God. Please answer her message.
Please answer me, darling.
Answer. No.
She tired of me calling her.
I ain't tired, but...
Talking about, he still ain't. And then when he does respond, it's like...
And then you... See, we got to work on you.
I know.
When they do respond, she throws her whole life. I don't know. I'm like... Maybe 1, 2, 3 lines, not the paragraphs. You know, you got to ease.
I deleted it, though. I did delete it, though.
But was it before or after?
It was after you took. I don't know if he read it. I don't know if he read the whole paragraph.
He probably read the first 2 lines. Okay. We gonna have to shorten
Well, then y'all all better stop giving me advice then. Because I got a million people trying to give me advice on how to land this shit.
And then you put all the advice
in one thing, because I didn't know which advice was bigger, which one to take. And so I put all the advice in one paragraph. You know I'm a writer.
It wasn't.
I write songs for a living. What do you want me to do?
It wasn't just one paragraph. I remember seeing like 2, 3 paragraphs.
Hi, Elisa. Shout out to our Elisa, the photographer, San Diego. Y'all get at her. She's taking the best pictures in the land, darling. Ooh. Shout out to our Lisa. Yeah, you know, I mean, but I was told that, especially in this day and time with the Me Too era, that men really like it when you like them and they want you to be for sure. They want to be for sure.
Yes, but
because I've been playing hard to get all my damn life, and look where it got me. See, that's what I'm trying to say.
I get it. But we need to know that.
Because every time when I was trying to be when I wasn't being assertive, and he was coming for me. I was like, he ain't coming hard enough. And then everybody was like, well, then you got to do, and you got to go stronger and all of that stuff. And I'm like, I don't even know how to go harder. And then when I'm trying to go harder, now y'all telling me that's too much.
Well, just a little harder. Maybe not all
I don't
the
know.
way.
You sound like, you know how the directors and the producers be like, too much, but not too much. Give your all, but don't give too much. That's how I feel.
It's got to be an in-between.
Well, I ain't got no in between. It's all or nothing for me. Everything or nothing at all. You know I like you. Okay. So.
I know, but men, they could be really, I'm going to just go ahead and say they could be really dumb.
Yeah.
And they don't see all the signs. You could be standing there like Carisha at the awards for Diddy, with a sign saying, I love you. And they're like, what does she mean? Like, what do you mean?
Does she love
what
me or what I'm doing?
Yeah. It's like sometimes even if you just spell it out, like their comprehension is not working. It's like the light is on, but nobody's home.
Nobody's home.
So I don't know.
I don't know what to do.
Some men, not all. Okay, we're not saying all, but most. They don't get it.
What happened to the man being the hunter? What happened to the man coming for the woman?
No.
I wagged my tail. I did all that.
They walk right by. Like, what does that mean?
I did that. What? I don't know what to do. Okay.
Just stand there butt naked. Men know. Oh, okay. I get it now.
Now they like, oh, do you got a BBL? You don't? Okay, well, I'm moving past. Anyway, okay. So,
I'm like, what?
How did we go there? I'm just saying. Anyway.
Okay. Trauma.
Moving right along.
Moving right along. Darling.
What's the next? What we got next, Tony? Just remind me of That was specially for you. That's how I imagine you at work. Because nothing gets you except that damn edibles. Except that damn edible. And it take a minute to kick in, and I can imagine it kicking in at work. And you looking at it.
Let me tell you,
What?
I have to pick specific days if I'm going to, try edible or whatever. I have to be at home. Because I don't know, I'll end up doing some crazy shit. I remember the first time I had edible, I accidentally took the whole bag because I love fruity candy and sour candy.
Oh, Lord.
And I never had it before. My friend, she was like, here, try these. And I was like, it's like once you just can't stop once you have one. I got home, I took a shower, and it just all of a sudden kicked in. I didn't realize it took 90 minutes for it to kick in. I'm holding on walls. And I'm like, what is going on? I'm thinking I'm having a panic attack. Yep. Something going on. And recently, I was doing bicycle kicks in the air. Somebody said I look like a turtle on his back. I was like, I didn't know it was going to hit that hard.
So how you feel right now?
I'm good.
Okay. You look good. You look good. You look like you're having a good time.
I am. Thank you for inviting me. It's wonderful to be here.
Shout out to Sparkle, darlings. Madam Sparkle is in the house, darlings.
Yes,
Shout out
darling. So lovely to be here. You just don't understand that drive when it kicks in. You're like, just glide. Take me to the show, darling.
You woke up and you was here?
I did.
Yes. Well, we getting late into the hour. We'll save some more of those videos for later. I really wanted to get into these different discussions. We have a lot of topics up for a discussion. And I'm sorry, Instagram Live, I have to click to my notes. So you guys are going to be on pause for a second. But, and I know you had some very interesting subjects that you wanted to speak on as well. But in the spirit of shout outs and keeping it going and celebrating and giving all of our artists, actors, comedians, entertainers, just giving them, in the spirit of giving them their flowers right now and not waiting. I wanted to just kind of shout out a few people and just kind of talk about their accolades and talk about the things that they're doing and some of the new things that they have out. In case you don't know, most of you already know these people and know what they're doing, but I kind of wanted to give them some shine here on 2020 Vision. So let's start with none other than D-Ray Davis. Yes. What's that supposed to mean? You know what? Keep it up. Keep it up. See, D-Ray, don't listen to her.
Gotta be the first one.
Don't listen to her, D-Ray.
I hear about him all the time.
Because you go to the show on Mondays at the Improv.
Yes.
Monday nights is Monday Rays. Monday Rays at the Improv.
And it's a great show.
No haters on 2020 Vision.
I'm not
love
a hater.
you, D-Ray.
I'm not hating.
D-Ray Davis, he also has, did you know he raps and sings?
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm. He has a new project out called Super Boots. And this single that I love so much is called The Golden Ticket. Y'all should check it out. The Golden Ticket. That's his single. But he has several other songs. He actually has a song with Wiz Khalifa as well. I think he released that in like 2016. It's like Wiz Khalifa. What's my other guy's name? I just want my main chick and going home. What's his name? Somebody tell me on Instagram.
I don't know why Carl Thomas.
Two of mine in the club, and they know who I'm talking about.
No, but you know when the name just.
Are you serious? I can't even think of it. Tell me.
Keep going.
I'm annoyed. I'm speaking. I've been slipping. Y'all know his.
Sings that song.
Okay. Anyway, D-Ray Davis has a lot of music out. He's rapping on this new project. It's called Super Boots. The Golden Ticket is the single that I like the most. You guys go check it out. It's on all streaming platforms. Go check him out. Also, they have D-Ray Davis is Wildin' Out. Well, technically, it's Nick Cannon's Wildin' Out. I'm not trying to give D-Ray Davis the show. I'm just saying he's
a part of the show.
He's part of the show, and it's coming. It's a tour, isn't it? Sony, show that for me.
Thursday, December 1st, it's Wildin' Out live at Madison Square Garden. TV's biggest show comes to the world's most famous arena, starring Justina, D-Ray, Rip, Emmanuel, Conceited, Blackson, and the entire Wildin' Out cast is gonna be in the building, performing live Glorilla.
I'm F-R-E-E.
Hey, Boogie.
So icy, wonder why she like me. I'm drowning.
Wildin' Out live Thursday, December 1st, Madison Square Garden. Get your tickets at Ticketmaster.
Yes, and yes. Give him a hand clap. Y'all don't want to clap for him over here? Come on now. Damn it.
Good job, D-Ray. Good job, D-Ray.
December the 1st, Wildin' Out, Madison Square Gardens. That's huge now. That's huge. Madison Square Gardens, Wildin' Out, the whole cast, to include D-Ray Davis is going to be there.
The whole Wildin' Out show by Nick Cannon, which includes D-Ray.
Say it again. What's his name?
D-Ray.
Huh? What's his last name?
Davis.
Okay, then.
You don't make me say the man's whole name. Okay.
Y'all know him from How High, How High 2, Snowfall as Dijon. Is that how it's pronounced? I want to put a little Dijon. Dijon is Dijon, but I would like to say Dijon. Barbershop 1 and 2. He also has a game show, Mind of Man. So like, I think he has women on there and they kind of try to, peek into the mind of a man or whatever. I kind of think like a man, act like a woman type of thing or whatever. But he's also the host of the star-studded Hip Hop Squares. Yeah, so he does his thing. And of course he's been in several movies and, film and television. I just want to give you your flowers today. And when you're in town, when you're in LA, you can catch him at the Improv on Monday nights, and it's called Monday Rays. And he brings out all of the comedians, including T.I., huh?
Yes, he does.
T.I.
What you hollering for?
Mm-hmm.
What?
T.I.
What about him?
T.I. that was at the Usher concert.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
I don't know what she's getting at with
this. She knows exactly what I'm getting at, but see, I'm not going to put her on blast, I'm just going to say T.I.
You know what? It's so funny.
At D-Ray's. At Monday Ray's. T.I.
You say damn D-Ray one more damn time.
At Monday Ray's.
Monday Ray. Jesus Christ. You putting it all out there. She done said this man D-Ray's name about 20 times.
Why you got to act like that?
I'm just saying. Is there anybody else in the box?
Okay.
Where's
it's coming. Don't worry about
isn't,
it. Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan single now?
Is he?
I don't know where that came from.
Is Michael B. Jordan single?
Mm-hmm.
Do tell.
Well, you know he was with Steve Harvey's daughter, Lori Harvey. And I thought they was just the cutest couple.
Can you
'Cause
put
I'm
that
a
picture up there? Can you?
romantic, okay.
Uh-huh.
I am. And then just the things that he was doing for her, I thought they just looked good together. They, well, compliment each other well.
Mm-hmm.
And then so he would just, all the roses and candles for not even just for Valentine's Day, but this is for many other days. He was just so romantic, and I just love that.
And what happened?
I guess that was too much for her. I don't get it.
You blaming her, or this is some
I'm
information?
blaming
Oh,
her
okay. So this is your opinion.
I know, like I want to talk to her because I want to know. I do. I want to talk to Lori Harvey and find out like what the hell, because I thought he was I don't think he's the most gorgeous man in the world, but he is very handsome.
Yes.
He's smart.
Yes.
He just well-rounded, and he them dimples, boy, like he's a nice little package, And then seeing behind their little lives, and I was trying so hard not to be a hater because that's not in my bones, haterism.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just so cute. So I want to know. I want to ask her what happened. What did he do? Or was it you're just not mature enough for a grown man?
Oh, wow. Ooh.
So
Ooh.
that's what I want to ask her.
You're going to ask? Okay.
I will ask her that because I want to know.
Well, put it out there right now. You can invite her right here to your champagne party, but you can invite her.
Lori Harvey, this is Sparkle, Champagne Party LA. So I'm just saying I want to invite you on to have a little talk. We real women talk about anything and everything, and we just want to get down to it. Like, what did he do, or was it you?
What did he do, or was it you?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I think that sounds like a book.
It might be one day.
And then one of your
movie,
your films, not even like a series.
Mm-hmm.
What did he do, or was it you? What did he do, or was it you? The men are like that one.
Mm-hmm.
So come on and speak now. Anybody that wants to chime in, go ahead and chat it up. We're on Facebook Live as well as YouTube Live, behind the scenes on Instagram Live. Also, that call-in number is 646-375. What did I forget the number? 646-375-0355, and press 1 to let us know that you want to chat with us, add on to the conversation. And I like this subject. What did he do?
Oh, was it you?
All right. Ladies. All right. Who we have up next? What do we have? We have,
Is it D-Ray?
No, it's not D. But it does start with a D, though.
Oh.
Shout out to Dwight Howard. Yes, and yes. Yes. What are you dying for? Go, Dwight. Hey, go. Okay, sorry. All right, Dwight Howard, shout out to you. He accepted, as you guys know, or you should know.
I must have missed the memo.
You missed the memo?
Send in your men submissions.
Why you are? See, did you just say that on World Wide Web? Did you just say that?
Yes,
did you say that?
I did. I said it.
So anyway, Dwight Howard goes to Taiwan to play for the Taiwan Leopards. And he is over there killing it right now. He's like a beast, They do call him Superman. Mm-hmm. And he's over there, just giving it to him over there in Taiwan. And he said, you know what, I have a little article. I wanted to read just a little bit. Shout out to P-League and T1 League. This is their article, and I'm just going to read a little bit from it. He was a former American NBA star, Dwight Howard, who arrived in Taiwan this week, to play for the Taiwan Leopards. said his enthusiastic Taiwanese fans were one of the main reasons why he opted to play professional basketball in Taiwan. And I quote, he says, "I really love Taiwan. This is my third trip here. The first 2 times I came, the fans treated me so well and so nice that I was just like, man, I can't wait to come back." The 36-year-old American center said at a press conference in Taipei on Saturday. Howard, who was in the NBA for 18 years, has visited Taiwan 3 times before promotional tours to play in the exhibition game. During those visits, Howard said he received such an enthusiastic response from the fans in Taiwan. He was motivated to return to play in the professional league and enjoy the culture. He says, "For me to be able to play here is just a big honor and blessing." He said, "Before I step away from the game and retire, I thought it would be amazing to come out here to Taiwan and show love and how much I care for these fans." And I've been watching some of his lives from Taiwan. He's really enjoying himself. He's taking in the culture. He's doing more than just eating noodles. You can catch him, in the
At the little markets.
Yes.
Out there, just having fun, trying walking chicken, lying down chicken, all kind of stuff out there.
And they love him out there. And I'm just so happy for him. He gets to play and he's over there dominating. Of course, we knew he would, but he's showing off. He's like a beast on that court. Like, yeah, he's getting it. So,
why does it seem like when you go to different countries, they acknowledge you more, like they appreciate you more than in the States?
All around, from music, our entertainment. And one thing that I experienced when I was out there or living out there, when they watch the internet, when they turn on the TV, they're watching us. They're watching back over here in America what we're doing, what we do when it comes to cinema, to music, everything, sports, everything. America, we are the prototype. Mm-hmm. And so, and then the other thing I appreciate as an artist, as a musician, is that everything is timeless there. It's a classic, is a classic, is a classic. So they were listening to Gloria Gaynor's "I Will Survive" like it was like, I don't know, like it was like Kanye West's, song that just hit number 1 on the charts. They continue to give us our flowers. So I don't know why, but I would venture to say that they just appreciate good music, good art, good entertainment, and they don't date us like we do and tear ourselves down over here in this country.
Right.
So
I'm ready to pack up.
Okay. I didn't really want to come back, but I felt like, I kind of wanted to come back and get some more good music to take back over there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then you just stayed.
But we're happy for you, Dwight. You look so happy. I'm glad you're getting your flowers. I'm not exactly sure and well versed enough to speak on exactly what the NBA did or didn't do for you, but no matter how we receive it and where we receive it from, it is well deserved, and I'm just glad that he's happy. I'm glad that he's able to do his thing.
I know you are,
I
girl.
am.
Go Dwight.
Go Dwight. What you want to talk about, honey child?
Okay, well, recently, it seems like every week somebody's passing or something's going on. One of my idols, like I'm a big fan of music from like the 50s and 60s. My mom was like, you I don't know, like she was like, you're born again or something, because my soul is like just so old school, and I love like old school black movies. Mm-hmm. And Irene Cara recently passed away. Actually, yesterday she passed away.
Oh, okay.
And she was the singer in Fame.
Yep.
She was the actress in Sparkle.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of somewhat of where my nickname Sparkle originated from, because just the way she carried herself with so much poise, and she was well respected as a woman, and she went after her goals.
Yes.
So rest in peace to Miss Irene Cara.
She would definitely be missed. Very beloved, very. I remember watching Fame growing up, and that, I had the little stars in my eyes. That was a show that made me think that I can make it, and when I think it was the reason why I wanted to go to a performing arts school because of Fame, you know. And so I just remember, take a look at me, and then what you see. Where you go?
Oh, okay. I'm trying to remember.
You ain't seen the best of me yet.
I don't know the words. I do the dance with you, girl.
Remember my name,
Fame. Okay, there we go.
I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna learn how to fly.
Fame.
Hey.
Yes, okay. Woo.
Yes.
I thought I could dance like Fame, like, you know, but I'm not going to say I can't because I love me some jazz dance and all kind of stuff like that.
Oh, there it is.
Hey.
Yes.
They used to get it back in the day, too.
She
They
say
was
she
like
used to
serious.
She used to give that speech. What was her name? I know her name, and I don't know why I was drawing up the blank. The teacher,
Debbie Allen?
Debbie Allen, when she give that speech at the beginning.
Oh, yeah. I love me some Debbie Allen.
Yes. Look, go Sparkle. Remember my name. I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna learn how to fly.
Don't have me getting up, kicking my legs. They gonna be like, what is going on? They having too much fun.
Shout out to you, Irene Cara, and your family, and you know, you all always be loved and missed. And now that you are permeating through the universe, we can all enjoy some of that love and talent that you get to spread throughout the universe for time indefinite. So thank you for your contribution to us. And that's where you got your name, Sparkle. So that's some history.
Yes, because everybody always think like, oh, you was a stripper. No.
I would have never thought stripper.
That's what I get a lot. Sparkle. What club? No. And then I don't want to go into detail. I'm like, it's way deeper than that. You know, it's deeper all the way to the root and has nothing about a pole involved. Okay. Never. I can get on the pole though, but in my bedroom.
Right.
Okay.
I feel like every woman should have like a pole in a secret space in their house.
Yes.
And you know, maybe a secret room, you know.
Secret room.
Like a champagne room, secret room in the house, you know.
You know what happens in the champagne room.
And with the pole, I've always believed in that, you know.
Ooh, that sounds sexy. You could really seduce a man in the champagne room.
Yes.
You got a pole, and I'm thinking like velvet, burgundy pillows, maybe some
with some pink.
Yeah, some purple and teal.
And you can just press a button.
Candles.
And it opens and
what
he'd be
opens?
like,
hold up.
So basically, like,
press a button and it opens.
Right.
What?
I'm talking about the secret door, right?
Oh, I thought you was talking about them legs. Press the button. Okay.
Well, you can press a button. And
yeah.
Okay. But I was thinking like, okay, you know, so you guys, you know.
What's behind this door?
So like you guys, you know, this date, you know, he has graduated to you and inviting him home for a dinner date.
Okay.
Because this is after you guys been dating for a minute and, you know, all your dates have been outside, right?
Okay.
So this date, you're ready, you know what I mean?
To give up the goods.
Right.
Okay.
And so after dinner and everything is romantic or whatever, he come up to the room and he thinks it's going to be just like some normal whatever. Ooh. But you press a button.
And voila.
And the champagne room open. And then you told him to go in there and make himself comfortable, sit down, you know, pour himself a little drink, a little cognac, a little something.
What about a blindfold or something? Or handcuffs?
Okay. All right.
Maybe, no, because you don't want to blindfold him. You got to see.
You got to see all of it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you go change and you come back out. You know, your music starts playing as soon as you walk in, you know. And then you show them what you learned at the, you show them what you learned at the pole trick class. You know what I mean? And
there you go.
But I think I personally think women dancing on the dancing on the poles, I think is the most beautiful thing. One of the most beautiful pieces of art I've ever seen in my life.
That's exactly how I look at it as art. A lot of women put them down, and I'm like, you know how much talent and muscle, like
it takes to
upper
do that,
body strength that takes, and they do it so gracefully. I'll be like, ooh.
Now in Vegas they call them showgirls, and they get paid top dollar. but when they're in a strip club, it turns into something dirty. And I just think it's a perspective. I think it's who's ever watching, because at the end of the day, when the people are sitting in the audience, if they could go, if like at in Vegas, right, and you're at a show, right, and you're watching the showgirls, and if the people that sit in the audience, if they can go and like up to the stage and throw money, they would. You know what I'm saying? So like, so why does it get so much disrespect? I don't get that, because it's beautiful. I know I'm watching in awe, like.
Yeah.
Like, can you teach me how to do that?
Exactly.
That's a dream.
I sure be trying, but I think we should go to a class.
Yes.
I've been wanting to go for like a minute and, just learn some shit. Cause,
like, cross it off my bucket list.
Girl, don't let me have that too under my belt.
Yes, honey. Right.
There we go. Okay. And you know what's,
and I want to be I want my legs to do this, and how they be like the legs be doing and then sometimes they're not holding on with nothing, and they're still spinning around. I'm like,
somebody holding them up. Where's the invincible
where's the Velcro or something? Like,
But you know what? One of my favorite little tricks that I seen is how they're at the top of the pole and they're like kicking and they're just like floating around. That is so
gorgeous. Oh, see now, this is why.
No, that ain't it.
This is
That's not exactly what we had in mind.
You guys, if you want to chime in on this conversation, the number is 646-378-0355. You can see it there on the screen if you're watching from Facebook or YouTube Live. If you're behind the scenes on Instagram watching live, it is 646-378-0355, or just drop your comments in the chats and we will read them on air. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in and has continued to tune in for this show, whether we hear or not. Thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. What else you want to talk about, sweetie?
Just Sweetie, her album sales were kind of like unexpected this week or whatever, I guess. She only made $2,000 worth of sales releasing her album that I guess everybody has been waiting on, I guess, or whatnot. But a lot of people are saying that she picked a very bad time to release the album because and a couple of the songs, people think that she's throwing shots at Quavo about their relationship and what happened and all this stuff. And it's kind of like the wrong time because, Takeoff just passed away. And that's just like, damn. But bottom line, she ended up with only $2,000 sales, and her marketing team, PR, and everyone I believe she's with Atlanta Records.
Okay.
So they've been refusing to do interviews with certain media. Like Vlad TV was one of the medias that were reaching out to them to try to interview Sweetie, and they say that she would have had at least 10,000 more sales than she did. So that's kind of crazy why they would do that. That's like a good opportunity, and she could have swayed it to her advantage, you know, if doing so. And also Baller Alert, they were saying that, her team refused to do interviews and everything with. So it's like, you trying to get out there. I haven't seen her eat no hot Cheetos with noodles or nothing lately, so I don't know.
You don't understand
what's going on with the team, because she had it cracking at one point, McDonald's. I was like, okay, you go. But it's been real quiet ever since she started to get involved with certain men, and it just a little messy stuff going around. So
messy. I don't know why she would do it, like you said, during this time. Like, let it breathe for a minute. But it kind of shows you where people's loyalty is within themselves. Greed and power. You said cocaine is a hell of a drug. I think fame is a hell of a drug.
Hell yeah, it is. Scary.
Hell of a drug. I mean, like, there's doctors that are like making more money than a lot of artists that are out here, right? But they want the fame. They want reality shows and documentaries done. They want a piece of Hollywood.
I was watching some of these little reality shows. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. They're out there fighting. Have you seen the the Bobby Lights? It's a hot mess. I was at Sophia's house. She's always watching. Shout out to Sophia.
Shout out to Sophia. We miss you.
Party.
Champagne party in the house. Woo! We got one half of Champagne party here, but We love you, girl, and can't wait, you know.
So she's always watching like reality shows, and it's like if it's either cheaters, Bobby Lights, it's chairs are being thrown. It's funny. It's funny.
And so what's it about?
Okay, so Bobby Lights, he was on a different reality show, I believe, Looking for Love. So now I think this is the first reality show geared towards just men looking for male love or whatever. And it's, Roland Ray. You don't know? Oh my God!
I'm sorry.
You gotta
Sometimes I'm not with the culture. Go ahead.
You gotta watch this.
That's why you're here.
Oh girl, let me tell you, Roland Ray.
Uh-huh.
You know, he be in his little wheelchair, be rolling around and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But he's got so much attitude, and he say "purr" after every little sentence. So he's trying to help his friend Bobby Lights find love. So they bring on all these different men, and I was like, what is going? It's kind of like a circus because it's so dramatic, and they're just fighting over this man, which is cool, whatever.
Right.
But it's just the way that they're doing it, and they're fighting each other, and it's just awful. I'm sorry.
Don't you love it?
I don't. No, I don't. Like, I'll listen to a little bit of it because I'm nosy, but after, I don't want to hear it no more. It's okay.
I think I was over there a couple of weeks ago, and I saw it on, and were they doing the reunion or something?
Oh yeah.
And like, it's worse than like the regular, like, hip hop, love and hip hop, all of that stuff, because it's all dudes fighting, and they like.
Yeah.
They throwing them things.
And they ain't playing with their feelings at all. They going in.
And who was the host? Because she got up and left, and she was like, "Look, y'all."
Claudia Jordan.
She
and
was
Jason
like,
Lee.
"I'm not." Now, see, Jason. I don't even know if Jason Lee need to be on there though.
He
like,
messy.
that's what I'm saying. Like, why
baby.
you go? That's like just a spoon stirring up the pot,
You know he gonna.
So maybe he's the
cracking.
perfect person to be on there. Then.
Exactly. He is.
But Claudia, she was like, "Nah, I'm out, cause y'all doing too much." She ain't trying to get hurt, trying to get hit with nothing randomly. But
wheelchairs and all.
But as we keep going on and giving some of these artists their flowers, and back to the music, a dear friend of mine and my first producer by the name of Michael Wave, him and Bootsy Collins wind up being in Rolling Stones. So I'm just really excited about that. I just sent that to you, Tony. If you could kind of like just pull up the article for me. That's what we have so far. But this is a very compelling story, and we're going to bring Mike on to talk a little bit about it. But it's a very compelling story, very compelling read in Rolling Stone. I know at some point people were impersonating Bootsy Collins.
What?
Yeah, and was getting away with it. But Mike he's going to shed some more light on it for us. We're going to bring him in a second. But can you pull up that? Just pull it up so people know where to go to look at. This is a great read, you guys, when you have time. It's all about Bootsy Collins and my first producer ever, who discovered me. And I discovered me. My mommy discovered me. But I'm saying as far as who put me in the industry, Michael Wave, also known as Michael Lane, the producer, but Michael Wave, the artist. And this is who he started out with, Bootsy Collins. And this is a great read in Rolling Stones. They both made it into the one and only phenomenal magazine, Rolling Stone. So it's just a great read. Mike, are you there? Hello? Mike, can you hear me? Is he there?
It's the microphone.
Oh, there it is. Oh, we got you. I can hear you now. This is pausing every second.
What's going on, Ameerah?
How are you?
I'm lovely. I am on the highway.
Well, I'm glad you could take a time to call really quick. We're not going to hold you long.
Yeah.
We got some other flowers and roses and shout outs that we want to give to a few people, but I definitely wanted you to chime in on the show today. Congratulations. First of all, give him a hand clap. Tony, he made it in Rolling Stone. That is not a small feat at all. You know, him and the legendary Bootsy Collins. So can you tell us just a little bit about the story? I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about, you know, some of them impersonating Bootsy Collins, and then just your involvement with, you know, to say the least, your involvement with Bootsy Collins. I know that's, you know, I'm making it an understatement, but just talk to us a little bit about it.
Well, let me say this. I think there's a difference in an impersonator and an imposter.
Okay.
We see impersonators all down the strip, even though it's the same wording. But you know, when this guy that was an imposter, as far as Bootsy go, we're calling him almost Bootsy, right? That's what we call him, almost Bootsy. And he was running around getting endorsements and getting on people's shows and different things. He was just making a fool of himself, basically. But as Bootsy Collins. Now, mind you, the reason that Bootsy made it to Rolling Stone with that was because this guy was the best imposter as far as popular music goes ever. There's been guys that tried to do it with like David Bowie and maybe a couple other, Mick Jagger or whatever. But there's really nothing to, they're not really spectacles. You can't do Michael Jackson because everybody's going to know you're Michael Jackson. That you're not Michael Jackson. So this guy, he did everything he could do to look like Bootsy. Nobody really knew what he sounded like as long as you had that, oh yeah, Bob, the name is Bootsy, baby. And you'll get away with it if you kind of look like it.
Right.
So it was an easy thing to do. And one of the things that when they called me for the interview was like, were you around for that? And I was like, I was around for all of it. if it happened with Bootsy between the 80s and 90s, most likely I was there. But the way that we got out, we were busy. You know, it's like, hey, somebody is an imposter running around. We here in the studio, there's an imposter running around. And Bootsy be like, oh, okay. Is it grooving? Like, nope. Well, then get it out of here. We're not dealing with it. We just kept, it was all about the music, you know. So can the imposter play? Can he write one of these songs? No, I don't think so. Well, we don't want to do with it. Y'all go deal with that. So that's what all of that was. And you know, they had a lot of questions for me, but most of my answers, because I didn't have a lot of them for Rolling Stone magazine, that had to do with that whole imposter deal, because we didn't really deal with it. So they just went into questions about me and Bootsy's relationship as artists, producers, and writers, you know. So we got into a lot of that. And that was pretty much it with that for me. I mean, but when I did the interview, I was like, yeah, they'll keep a word or two. I got like chapters in that thing. I'm like, oh, okay.
So I have two questions.
Words.
I have two questions. One, you're saying that Bootsy knew about these so-called imposters, but it never moved him one way or the other, because he knew that they could never really get it off because of who he is.
No, they could get it off, but he was cool with it, because that's going to happen when you're such a spectacle. People are going to be you, and at some point it's you know, it's cool. It's like, hey, yeah, I've reached the point where people are wanting to be me. But Bootsy was also the one that on one of his album covers, you could take out a pair of star glasses out of the cardboard in there. You can take them out and put them on. So he was telling everybody in the world to be him anyway, but not everybody took it too far. It was cool as long as this guy wasn't getting endorsements and getting money and, you know, different things. That there's impersonators all over the world of every artist, you know, Prince, Michael, Madonna, Whitney, everybody has impersonators. But when you start doing that and getting money and endorsements and different things, and
that's a different story.
Flights, it becomes a different thing. I mean, here's another story on that same line. A few years ago, there was a Toni Braxton impersonator, and she went to, I want to say, somewhere in the Middle East. She had a show there. Problem was, they billed her, and she didn't know anything about it. They billed her as the real Toni Braxton.
What?
So people showed up. Yes.
Where was this
she didn't
again?
know anything about it. Somewhere in the Middle East. You know, Kuwait, somewhere like that. This was 8, 9 years, 10 years ago.
That
Big
takes
story.
that takes
You look it
all
up.
you black
Tony
folks
Braxton
look
first.
alike to a new level right there, boy.
They're like, we going to see it.
Well, no,
That's
because
close enough.
Well, here's the thing. They didn't buy it. They did.
Oh, they
the
found
audience
out.
Was like, no. So guess what happened? She went to jail.
That's what I'm talking about.
She didn't even know. Yeah, she went to jail. She was in jail for months. We were trying to get her out. We're trying to send money over there.
Who was trying to get her out?
Nope, you broke the law.
Who was trying to get her out?
People in the Vegas industry. All of us musicians in Vegas. She was from Vegas.
Okay, but
This was
did
like
she
10,
go over
12
there
years
as
ago.
did she go over there as an imposter though? Did she know what she was doing?
She went over there as an
What's
she
the,
went
why
as
was
an
y'all trying to save her
impersonator.
then?
The promoter billed her as the real Tony Braxton, and she didn't know it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. She went over there as an impersonator.
Yeah.
But she was
Yes,
billed as
that's
the
doing
real
her
Tony.
job.
Okay,
We
okay,
like imposters.
Okay,
So
we-
hard.
You know that they billed her as the real Tony
Imposter.
Braxton.
okay,
And
okay,
she went to jail. They arrested her.
okay. I get it now. I thought that she knew what she was doing. Okay. But
No,
real,
she had no idea, and she had no idea why she. Yeah.
but real
And
quick,
the audience or whoever. Yeah.
real quick. Tell us. Okay, so tell us really quickly about your involvement with Bootsy Collins.
As far as the imposter goes.
No, just
Or just in
everything.
general?
Yeah, just in general.
Oh, first of all, like a big brother to me. He was my first producer. He taught me the rules. He taught me the music game. Taught me everything. You know, we were still cool after, and that was back in the 1900s, 1983, when I linked up with Bootsy. We wrote hundreds of songs together. We wrote for Herbie Hancock. We wrote for George Clinton. We wrote for Malcolm McLaren. We wrote for everybody. And back in the 80s, that's just to name a few. And he's an amazing human. He's an amazing producer. He's an amazing friend. He's an amazing sort of big brother. I would be nothing without him. With him starting this thing, I mean, you know, I don't mean that in a holistic sense or anything, but I'd be nothing. He put me in the game, and there's his flowers. He'll always get that from me. You know?
And then talk about the funk album that you guys created.
About the what?
Funk album that you guys created.
Which one? Which my album
Yep,
or his?
yours.
Well, we did that one. We had 2 hits, Instant Replay and Misunderstood. We basically were searching for a deal. Matter of fact, Bootsy didn't even have a record deal in the 80s. He was so busy trying to get me going. So we recorded that. We did a bunch of demos on cassette, and then once we got done with the cassettes and everything, I went to Japan and to perform, and they called me off of that gig because I had to come back because I had signed with MCA for a 12-inch deal, and I did that. George Clinton produced it, a song called Beautiful. But then I ended up getting a full album deal with Columbia Records that Bootsy was going to produce, so they dropped the George Clinton production on that first single for MCA and called it a Gary Scheider record, but left me on there singing it. So I had a better 12-inch deal with Columbia, and they heard the record called Misunderstood, and they said, okay, we like it. You need a flip side, a B-side. So I gave them a song called Instant Replay.
Yep.
They was like, uh-oh, now we got to give you a whole record deal. And how quick can you guys finish this album? And me and Bootsy looked at each other and said, how fast do you need it? The type of money they was talking about. Like, they said 6 weeks. Oh, we gonna have it in 4. Done. But back there, albums had 8 songs, maybe 9.
Wow.
A lot of time on that wax. So, you know, and that happened. You know, we brought in a lot of players. We brought in Maceo. We brought in George, Bernie Worrell, One of the guitar players from Sweet Home Alabama, Alabama, not Alabama, but whoever made that song, Sweet Home Alabama. A lot of players came in on that record. Ron Jennings, my brothers, Yolanda sang on it, Vicky B sang on it, some of the Brides of Funkenstein sang on it. It was one of the biggest funk records, electronic funk. It was the beginning of electronic funk. That's what that was.
Yeah.
After R&B Skeletons and Funk. So the record did good, and around 1990 something, 91, music changed. Everybody had to go sit down because Bobby Brown and Keith Sweat and Teddy Riley and everybody you just saw in that concert took over the industry.
That's right. Well, you're a whole host of. You're a whole host of history for us, Mike. I just wanted you to chime in and, first of all, give you your flowers as well. Congratulations on your Rolling Stone article. That's huge. Yeah, and you're one of our great legends as well. You know, thank you for your contribution to music and to art, period. You've produced a lot of hit records that people don't even know about, but you've done a lot, you know, Cali Swag District, just to name just a little bit, you know. So, thank you. And, thanks for calling in and shedding some light on it. And also shout out to the great Bootsy Collins and congratulations. When you talk to him, tell him we said over here on 2020 Vision, congratulations for the Rolling Stone article.
Can I throw one out there?
Yeah,
Can
sure.
I throw some flowers out there?
Sure.
For you, Ameerah, these flowers are for you.
Oh.
You are one that don't quit. You just keep going and going and going and going. You don't. Do you ever sleep?
No.
I love what you do.
Thank you.
As a matter of fact, I'm just letting everybody know that we do have a duet on this new album, on my new album that we did together called Learn to Like Me.
Yes.
So
yes, and yes.
You remember that?
I remember.
I listened to it today. Yeah. It's going down.
Yeah, and then you're going to be releasing some of the songs that we recorded in, when was that, in 2015? Hello.
Good on, on some of the stuff. It's some of Ameerah's different stuff. I've heard most recent stuff. Some of the couple of years, 3-4 years old. But nothing's old. It's not old because nobody's heard it's not old at all. I just think it's a different Ameerah, you know. Mm-hmm. So we're working on getting that stuff done, getting it on somebody's movie soundtrack.
That's right.
That's what I'm shooting for.
That's right.
Yeah. So
worldwide, baby.
Lots of things going on. Yeah. All over the place.
What? Thank you.
Who's on the show? Who else is on there?
This is Felicia, also known as Sparkle.
Hello.
She's the host of Champagne Party, radio and talk show.
Well, that's fine. I'm in Champagne right now.
Oh yes.
We having a party.
Yes. What kind of champagne you sipping on?
No,
well,
he's in the city, Champagne, Illinois.
Oh, that's a city. Okay, that's nice.
He said, "How are you?"
I'm doing well. And yourself? What are you doing in Champagne? What is it, Illinois?
Champagne, Illinois. It's right by Chicago.
Chicago.
South.
I don't know why. I just love when people say Chicago. I always have to say Chicago.
Shout out to the Shy, baby.
Yes.
Chi-town.
Yeah, some of the best that do it is in Chi-town, baby.
Oh my God.
Yes. Hey, okay.
I don't want to hear.
Okay.
You got one more time.
She got one more time. I'll be in y'all city in about 10 days. I'll be up there.
10 days. Okay.
No, he's talking about Vegas. He's not talking about L.A. We in L.A. right now.
I'm talking about L.A.
Oh, you coming?
I'm going to L.A.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
I'll be there on the 10th. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, Mike, thank you so much for calling in. We got a couple of more things to. Okay. Talk to you soon,
Carry
babe.
on.
Talk to you soon.
Okay. I'm still listening. All right.
Okay. Bye. Oh, we love Mike.
He's so nice.
He's very sweet. Very sweet. He's responsible for a lot of records out here. A lot of them. And he was the first producer to discover your girl.
Okay.
Yes. Put me in a group called Cherry Bomb.
Ooh. Cherry bomb.
Mm-hmm.
I was just speaking with someone about creating a song. I don't know. I just wanted to try something different. I have tried it in the past.
Yeah.
But just have never like finished it, And then I was thinking like, what kind of genre would I want to do,
Something sexy.
Yeah, but then I was like, what if I got into like heavy metal? It would be different, right? You wouldn't expect it, right?
No, I wouldn't expect it.
I don't know.
As soon as you said it, I could see it, though.
You see it?
One time I saw Jada Pinkett. She was doing some heavy metal, and she was into it. She was like, "Scar."
No, I ain't doing all that. No. Maybe it's a different genre. I don't want to do that anymore. You put that vision in my head.
Her little self, she was on there jumping around.
No, it's like that soft metal. Is there a name for it? Like
yeah,
soft?
like the Eagles. Like I wanna know what love is.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a little razzle dazzle.
Little razzle dazzle.
And I'm gonna see if y'all liking it or not. We're gonna see what happens.
Well, I would love to get you in the studio, but I would like to do like some R&B, something sexy.
I would like to do a mix. I want to get that sexiness over, but then I want to pop my shit.
Okay, we'll pop your shit.
But it has to be on a dope beat. See, somebody was having me listen to some beats. Now they don't want to. They want to hold the beats hostage. I'm like, I think I could do something.
Oh yeah,
here.
that's the producer's trick. They want to hold the beat hot. They always want to hold the beat hostage.
He just don't think I'm gonna do anything with it, but that's okay. Cause watch, y'all gonna be seeing my new album 2025. No, I'm just kidding. That's too long.
Well, speaking of Chicago and speaking of music,
Chicago
and music, Mr. Kanye West has announced his candidacy. This is just one of those words, man.
I know, right?
It's just one of those words. I have a lot of them, don't I, Tony? A lot of words that I don't know. My tongue be like, candidacy. He announced his candidacy.
That sounds good. There you go.
Candidacy.
Say it again.
Candidacy. And it would be for 2024, right? Yep. Okay. And so he announced that. So I do want to talk about that. We have some clips we can show.
Kanye West announced on Twitter he's running for president in this year's election. He said, "We must now realize the promise of America by trusting God, unifying our vision, and building our future." He added #2020vision. But some people speculate it's a publicity stunt. The rapper just released his latest single, Wash Us in the Blood, and his new album, God's Country, will be released soon. The music mogul has teased running for president quite a few times.
Because I think that one is like 2016 or 2020 when he did that one. So go to the next video because where he's talking about
I think the thing that Trump was most perturbed about, me asking him to be my vice president, I think that was like lower on the list of things that caught him off guard. It was the fact that I walked in with intelligence. So Trump is really impressed with Nick Fuentes. And Nick Fuentes, unlike so many of the lawyers and so many people that he was left with on his 2020 campaign, he's actually a loyalist. When he didn't know what the lawyers is, you'll still have your lawyer list. And when all the lawyers said, forget it, Trump's done, there were loyalists running up in the White House, right? And my question would be, why, when you had the chance, did you not free the January 6ers? And I came to him as someone who loves Trump, and I said, go and get Corey back. Go and get these people that the media tried to cancel and told you to step away from. He basically gives me this would-be mob-esque kind of story, talking to some kid from the south side of Chicago trying to sound mobby or whatever. He goes into the story about all that he went through to get Alice Johnson out of jail and how he didn't do it for Kim, but he did it for me. But then he goes on to say that Kim is a and you could tell her I said that. And I was thinking, like, that's the mother of my children. Since we know, and all the Christians in America that love Trump know that Trump is a conservative, we're going to demand that you hold all policies directly to the Bible. When Trump started basically screaming at me at the table, telling me I was going to lose, I mean, has that ever worked for anyone in history?
You're going to lose. Tell him he's going to lose.
I'm like, well, hold on, Trump. You're talking to Ye.
Okay.
So that was recent?
Yes, very recent. First of all, shout out to Jasmine Brand. I got that from you all. So shout out to y'all. I want to give you guys your credit and your flowers. You know, shout out to you guys for posting that first and reporting on that first. But, you know, I'm showing it here on 2020 Vision, baby. Like Kanye said, hashtag 2020 Vision.
Yes.
Message. Stay tuned.
Okay.
Watch. But, yeah.
He sounds
clear.
No, yes. It's
Clear.
like each time I watch him almost, it's like he sounds different. Like he has this harsh, you know, Kanye, and then he has this like just soft Kanye that's just acknowledged, you know, I don't know. Something going, I don't know. I don't know. I feel a kind of way, but I
feel, you know, I haven't really been vocal about Kanye at all, you know, but what I can say starting now, what I appreciate is he sounds clear. That's what I have been. That's what I've been listening to when I watch lately. Sometimes you've seen him in the past, and they be like, "Oh, he's off his meds, and he's loopy, and he's saying all kinds of things." And so I remember reserving my opinion because every time I heard, even back in the day when he was sounding a little off, I felt like he's just misunderstood. Like, so I'm just going to speak from an artist standpoint. Sometimes the way we express ourselves is so out there, you know, so out there in space. And I know, like, even sometimes when I'm talking to you and telling you stuff and I got to go and, you know, Spirit said, and in the trees. And I know sometimes it's like, this girl is really crazy. But what it is that we're always like tapped into these other dimensions. And so, like, obviously, you know, the fourth dimension is where you can see things clearer. Your third eye is popped open and you can see things, right? You can see everything. You can see forward. You can see into the future. You can see things from different perspectives that other people may not be able to see. And then the fifth dimension is where thoughts become things. So when you're walking in those different dimensions, your conversation is going to sound crazy to people that don't know, that are not tapped in. So every time he spoke, it was like I could understand what he was saying. He was just not being he wasn't the most articulate person to deliver the message that he was trying to deliver. Now, this is no excuse for all of the BS that has happened over the years as it regards to Kanye. But it just says to me, damn, he's just so misunderstood. He keeps putting his foot in his mouth because he doesn't know how to say what he, you know, really is trying to get across, or what I think, this is just my opinion, what I think he's been trying to get across. But now when I've seen, and not all the videos, but a lot of the videos, he seems very clear on what he's saying. And it would make you think that, you had a plan this whole time, because we were up in arms about him literally being in Trump's arms, right? We were up in arms about that. And now, even when Trump thought he had a friend, you know what I'm saying? And he thought that he can just take a meeting with Kanye and say, hey, pipe down, I want to run. Kanye said, well, actually, I was thinking you could be my vice president. And then the first thing Trump does is go to his old ways, and that start to throw out insults and to try to manipulate and get in your mind. You know, and, you know, I'm so proud that Kanye actually stood up for his wife. I mean, you know, you know, I don't know, are they ex by now?
They are ex.
Okay, so he stood up for the mother of his children.
Right, that was cool.
That, you know, that right there, like if it was like, you know, 0.5% of a point that I was trying to give, that would make me give him a whole point. You know, you stood up for, because Lord knows all the things that's been going on in their life, in their marriage and their divorce and all of that. He could have said to Trump, you right, she is a bleep, bleep, bloop, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But no, he didn't go for that, you know, and you're not going to sit up here and, you know, offend her in front of me. You're not going to do that. And by the way, the only way I can use you is you be my vice president, but you're not running this country again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So if nothing else, I'm still
Trump
not
mad.
Yeah.
Wait for the memes to come with that one.
If nothing else, he's clear and he's meaning what he says. I like seeing him, you know, if this is him off his meds, if this is his mind defogged, or even if this is him on his meds. I
But
like
how
seeing
long?
him clear.
Okay, but how long is this gonna last?
I
He's
don't
been
know.
like this before. There's been past interviews where he showed where, oh, you know, this is different. He got it all together. Was he on his meds at that point? And then he threw a fit and don't want to take his meds, and he get back to posting and acting crazy.
Well, did you see that? Did you see? I think I sent that to you. Did you see that one interview when he was in his car and TMZ called him, and he was kind of name dropping a lot of people that that are in the industry that are under someone's thumb, and they can't speak out the way he's speaking because they're under contract and they're scared they're going to get their money taken away. He was very clear at that time, and he also talked about how when he did what was it that he did? It was something. I'm sorry, I don't know who approached him. I don't know if it was the labels, and I think it might have been the labels, but it was something that they wanted him to do, and they had threatened and said, if you don't do it, we're gonna tell everybody you're crazy, and you're gonna be locked up again in a
crazy.
And what's the suits they're in? The straight jacket, and by the time you get home, it's going to be all over, the media that you are crazy and you're off your meds. You think we doped you up last time, we're going to dope you up again. And so, I mean, we don't know the real story. And, hopefully one day soon we will find out the real story here on 2020 Vision. But
we need to go have a sit down with Kanye. Kanye, come on.
Very soon. But so
we just want to know what's going on.
But there's always pieces to the puzzle that we're not gonna know.
Right.
And I'm very interested in understanding the truth and understanding what he wants to do for our country. That's what I want to know. And I want him to have a chance to have a platform where he can express himself freely without judgment or ridicule, and be able to let us know, what it is that he plans on doing with our country.
Yes,
and that's,
I would love to see this plan.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just saying. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Good. You're welcome here, darling. We got nothing but love here.
Okay.
Chi-Town in the house. Chi name names. Okay. Chi-Town.
Chicago. No, don't name.
Don't start name dropping up in here.
No.
Chicago crew, baby. Okay.
Oh God. Where's the liquor when you need it?
Oh my God. Okay, so new music. Was it Chris Brown? What did he have?
Oh, did you hear about Chris Brown? I was kind of upset about that with the AMAs.
Yeah, do tell. I was too, and especially honoring Michael Jackson. Who else could we get at this point in time?
I love his new song, Under the Influence.
Yes.
I'm not under the influence right now, but I'm just saying that song is sexy.
Why you got to say it in the interview? I'm just...
You
You look so pleasant. You look like you're having a good time all to yourself.
Thank you. Can I get a hand clap? Where's the hand clap?
Where's the hand clap? What you need?
Yes. Okay. But with Chris Brown, he had put together this really dope performance with his dancers for the AMAs, American Music Awards and whatnot. And so he was supposed to do the Michael Jackson tribute. So everybody, he actually posted the video of him and his performance doing the whole performance that they would have done on the AMAs.
Okay.
So, and it was so nice.
Yeah, it was
but
dope.
So Chris put it out there on his Instagram saying, this was supposed to have been for the AMAs, but he got canceled. So of course, after they said that, everybody just like, what? How they do that? They was going in,
Yeah.
Everybody had Chris Brown's back. And then first, the rumor that came out, because they didn't want to have someone associated with domestic violence, and then someone that was, I don't, it doesn't even sound right saying, but, how Michael Jackson was with the minors and stuff like that. They was like, that's like a double whammy. But then later on, AMAs was like, that wasn't the truth at all. It was the Jacksons that actually pulled it. So it's like so much different stories going on.
So we don't know who pulled it?
No, not necessarily. The AMAs are blaming the Jacksons, but we haven't heard from the Jacksons. Well, I haven't.
So that we don't know if it was if it was against Chris Brown or against Michael. We don't know which.
AMA said it was nothing against Chris Brown.
Okay.
But I don't know. I don't know. I wonder if the Jacksons were upset with the last tribute that he did. He cried the whole time on stage.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But that performance was dope.
Yeah,
and
it was
I love
dope.
dance,
It was
you
dope.
know. I love that whole group dance. I used to have my sisters and cousins out in the middle of the street practicing for talent shows.
Yes.
They used to call me Joseph Jackson because I'm like 5, 6, 7, 8. We're not going inside until we are done. It's like, but it's 2 a.m. We gonna get it. You know, practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And Michael Jackson needs a tribute, you know, all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. He's done so much for music, entertainment, and children, and not those nasty lies that they were telling. Not at all.
So you don't believe it, huh?
Oh no, it's not true at all. It's not true at all.
What
Not
about
at
the
all.
ones with bubbles?
What about the ones with the monkey?
I heard Michael Jackson was getting freaky with bubbles. Yeah.
I would say that when it comes to a black man and his greatness, there's always someone trying to tear him down. And money and power and greed. You know, you do know he purchased the whole catalog for the Beatles. And he purchased it while he was on a video set with Paul McCartney. He asked Paul McCartney, like, hey, how much do you think it's going to be for your catalog? Paul McCartney told him, oh, don't even worry about it. You would never. They would never sell it to you and you could never buy it. He said, okay. He made a phone call on the set. By the end of that video shoot, he owned the catalog.
Ooh.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of power. The masters, imagine if they're killing hip-hop artists for their one album masters or whatever and control of that. Imagine what a catalog. Imagine Michael owning his own catalog, first of all, and then owning the Beatles catalog. Imagine how much money and power that is. Because that type of finance goes to your grandkids, kids. And they would rather, like we talk about the labels, they would rather keep it in their lineage than ours, who we created it. That's our intellectual property.
Right.
That's what we created, that came out of our mind, that came from our hearts, you know, that came from our ancestors, and they think they should own it.
And it should be passed down to, you know, your generation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Modern day slavery. So when someone gets too powerful, unfortunately, they got to get rid of them too. You know, and so first they start by destroying them. You know, now everybody got skeletons in their closet. Everybody has done something that they're not proud of. But when it comes to trying to destroy someone, the first thing they want to do is exploit, you know, any problems that they might have or even create some. If you listen to some of those children's interviews, their parents, for greed, it wasn't enough that he took their children in and tried to give them a life that, you know, try to share his riches and wealth with them. That wasn't enough for them. They wanted more money and more power from Michael, or power from Michael and more money, you know, from the Jackson estate. And some of the kids heard their parents plotting on Michael to say these things. And, you know, the biggest thing that one of the biggest things that I noticed, that when people are telling a lie or when they want to convince you of something, they gather a lot of people. You know, I was in court with my son years ago, and he had got into it with his girlfriend, and I watched the prosecutor bring everybody in there that wasn't there at the time. The landlord, the police officers, the this, or that, to all prove that my son had did this thing that he didn't do. And this was like my first time at court, so I was like, in this situation, so I was like, oh, it looks like he did it. You know what I'm saying? Because of all of these people. And I mean, this prosecutor, he did a big parade. He did a big show. But I realized that the bigger the show was, the bigger the lie was, number one. And the more that they were afraid that they were not going to win. So they tried to make it look like, you know, he must have done this thing by bringing all these people to testify. And these people were just lying. They were just making shit up because no one was there but him and the girl. And they had already told what happened. Like, this is what really happened. But they still tried to prove that this other thing happened, and none of them wasn't there. And that taught me a valuable lesson. When all these people come up against you, number one, they're scared of your power. and number two, they're lying their asses off, you know. So I just no, I don't believe it at all. And if you go back through Michael's history, he always talked about saving the children. When he did the Super Bowl years ago, remember, he had everyone lined up, he had everyone in the audience showing, he advocated for the children until the day he died. And yes, it was because of his own childhood. You know, we all say, well, you know, Joe Jackson, you know, he whipped them boys into shape and none of them went to jail, blah, blah. And all that is true. And they had a great career. But, you know, Michael was still missing his childhood. And if he could share that with someone and make sure that the children were able to have a great, like, hey, just come to my park. I got a park. You guys come over and play. And yes, he was this innocent, you know, child trapped in this man's body. But that was just, that's the default of superstars. Every superstar, you know, they're off. They're a little, you know what I'm saying? They're missing something because their whole focal point was their, you know, their career. So there are faculties and things like the things that you and I got growing up, you know, some of the most simplest things they didn't experience, and how that can trigger things in your brain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Also, other things that a lot of people are not believing in, not to say that it's all the truth of what happened, but I personally don't think that Michael Jackson totally innocent, you know. After being deprived of your childhood and you want to revert back to it when you're a grown person, it causes maybe a little bit of chemical imbalance and stuff. And, you know, I'm sure he probably didn't want to do it, or, you know, he fought against it. But I do believe some of those accusations were true.
I feel like he may have not made the best judgment call,
right?
You know, on like letting children that were not your immediate family members,
in situations,
sleep in your bed or be in your room or have pajama parties. You know, of course, that's not the best judgment call for a grown man to do, knowing what this society is. However, when I think about, you know, and they're, you know, they're family members, but my little nieces and nephews can all come jump in my bed, you know what I'm saying, as an adult, and we can watch TV and have popcorn and things like that. And I know that I have the utmost sweetest intentions of just letting them be children and, you know, jump in auntie's bed and, you know, and play and things of that nature. I just don't think that Michael had the best judgment call, because these people were not your family. These people, you know, these kids were just, you know, kids that you wanted to do so much for, but you just didn't think, but the parents didn't either.
Right.
You know, and so I feel like what this does is now I think that no matter what, I think Michael's will is done, which is advocating for the children. So whether you have to blame them and say, well, you did this and did that, now there's laws and there's rules. You don't just send your kids to a celebrity's house because they're a celebrity. And then you don't just try to siphon money out of a celebrity because he's a celebrity.
That's crazy.
You know, and for those who understand what Michael was doing, then they can further his, you know, his mission to save the children. They can further that by, you know, doing things in his name to make sure that the children are well taken care of. So whether you look at it whereas he was bad or he did these things or he didn't, either way it goes, the goal was for the children to be looked out for and taken care of and taken in consideration. So
Okay.
Whoa, my God, we are coming down. We came down to those. We came down to those last minutes. But I would be remiss if we don't get out of here. If we get out of here without mentioning Shanquilla Robinson. First of all, you know, prayers to your family, your mother, your father, any siblings and, you know, nieces, nephews, cousins that you left behind. You were definitely a light in this world. One thing about when you carry the light with you, a lot of people try to dim it. You know, it's just too bright for them. And unfortunately, the people that were around you couldn't stand your light. But we see you, we acknowledge you, you are not forgotten, and we are all fighting for the truth for you and justice for you. So I definitely want to mention you and your family and send love to you. I know that you are, Shanquilla, in a better place. You know, now the type of love and strength and power that you had, we can all enjoy it and bask in it, because you are a part of this universe. You are a part of our ancestors now, and we can just bask in the love that you had. Obviously, you loved the people that didn't love you. The fact that she paid for the whole trip, not just the Airbnb. She paid for the whole trip. You know, somebody said she financed her own death, but what she did was shine a light on some things that would have been covered up had her life not been sacrificed for this. I keep hearing a lot of different things about the story as it goes on. We get a lot of information. Some of the things that I've read so far was there was first it was $6,000 they were supposed to have stole. Now allegedly it was $10,000.
That's crazy. Why did she have all that money on her?
Yeah.
Like, there's something deeper that
Something's
was going on.
And then allegedly the authorities stole $17,000 out of her suitcase. And then one of the I can't think of her name. One of the suspects, that's what I'm gonna call them, that went with her, and I think she was the one that choke slammed her, basically, allegedly. Her sister died on the same day that she went and took the trip, so she didn't stay home with her sister, with her family. She went on the trip anyway.
What? I didn't hear about that one.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
And the authorities in Mexico, they have put out a warrant for an arrest for one of the suspects, not everybody.
They need to get them all, because it's another little rumor about it came about saying that one of the friends, I guess a cousin, had passed away, and they said Shanquilla kind of set him up or something, not knowing if it was intentionally or whatever. They haven't released like the rest of the information in regards to that. So it kind of seems like maybe they could have planned that trip, and then once they got her out there, made her take all this money. Something deeper.
So what do you mean? Like you said, she set up. Okay, say it.
One of her friends, so-called friends, I'm not going to even call them, her friends,
yeah.
because friends don't do shit like that
Yeah.
anyways. But one of the associates' cousins passed away maybe like a few months prior, but they were saying that Shanquilla was responsible for it, saying that somehow she set him up and led people to go over there and shoot him and whatnot.
Oh.
I don't know how, like the background of that, but that was one of the rumors. And so when they got there, they were saying like it was a whole setup to get her back for what she did. But it's so many different rumors and stories going on with that, and it's like, it's sad. Like, damn.
Yeah. They said even the authorities in Mexico, like, they just didn't report it, like the time between when they pronounced her dead versus the time they got there.
So it was 3 hours
in
a lap span or something.
Yeah, it's a lot going on. But as I said, even, when the Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez incident happened, I said the truth will be told, and right. I also said that, and when Megan is ready to tell her truth, it'll be told, and that's what's happening now with the court case and everything. And I say the same thing here. The truth will be told. It'll all be uncovered. Unfortunately.
So be careful out there, because the truth always comes to light. Okay?
Come on. Yep. And I think we've covered everything. I think we got everything. We got this whole news told. Yep. We got it all done. Did you leave anything out?
No.
Okay. Well, what I do want to talk about really quick, I want to see what's coming next for you. I would love if you tell us about these wonderful things you have coming up.
Well, we have next coming up December 9th. We have After Hours Comedy Show. It's going to be taking place in Hemet at the Hemet Theater. So you guys be on the lookout for that. We are going to be doing at least one comedy show a month. And it's, y'all can hashtag After Hours Comedy and, check it out. I put together some good shows, and everybody around me, they do what they do.
They help.
Yes,
They put a little
they
bit.
help. No, but I'm a beast at this, and I'm gonna keep it going. And then also,
Oh wait. Tony, there's a link where they can go buy tickets.
After hours comedy.eventbrite.com. That seems so long.
But that's okay. We're going to put it up there so you guys can see.
Yeah, buy the tickets, show up, come out, have a good time. We have performances. We got some really talented comedians that's coming up here and, show your support. Also, Champagne Party LA, we get down on Wednesday, same place, same time. Me and the ladies, we got a little something coming for you guys at the end of the year, so keep a lookout on that. And what else? Oh, I'm writing a movie, a couple different movies and stuff, so 2023, keep a lookout on that as well. It's so sweet. When y'all see this, y'all gonna just want to cry.
Oh.
I was like, oh. But yeah, trying to stay busy.
Okay. And okay, there it is. All right, so the link is up there on the screen, you guys. For those of you guys that are watching front facing on YouTube Live, as well as Facebook Live at Ameerah The Songstress or 2020 Vision, you guys can see the link that's up there, and you can go there and get your tickets, purchase them for December the 9th. Sparkle puts together some of the greatest comedians that's in the LA area and in and out of the state, but she has an eclectic group of comedians that they throw down for her. They always put on a great show for her, and this time it's in a theater, darling. Oh my God, it's gonna be an extravaganza, darling.
Yes.
So December the 9th, we're excited about that. As for your girl, so I have 3 songs that I didn't release. I started releasing them at the top of this year. And summer of this year. I started releasing them the summer of this year. So there's 3 more songs that I have to release. So it's going to be called a maxi single, and it's the project that I started releasing with Sean Penn and Malik Youssef, and so it's the Everything project. So I have 3 more songs that I'm going to be released, and so they will be released during mid-December. So watch out for that. I'm still doing that. I'm still doing that singing thing. Girl, you still singing? Yes. How's the music going?
Girl.
It's going good. You still doing that singing thing? Yes, I am. When you gonna stop? Never. When you gonna quit? Till I have breath no more. Yes, I'm still doing my singing thing. Girl, through all you've been through, you're still singing. I'm still singing. The answer is always yes, yes, and yes. We've had a wonderful time today on 2020 Vision. I love it here. A special treat for me having Sparkle co-host this show. I think we should do this some more. I think we should, you know what I mean? Pisces unite. Yes, yes, and yes. Pisces in the building.
Yes.
I mean, we have D-Ray Davis, he's a Pisces, and we have Rihanna, she's a Pisces. You giving a little Rihanna right now. Hey.
I love me some
Erica
Rihanna.
Badu, she's a Pisces.
Okay.
Yes, we in here. We
Better
in this
call
thing.
Tyrone.
Oh my God. The message is what is always is, and that's love,
Pisces are the best.
life, and light, you guys. Hold on to your dreams. Hold on to them. We wanted to get back in here and on this Thanksgiving weekend and let you know that we're still here. We're still kicking it. We're still doing it. And no matter what, never give up. Even if you got to go overseas and do your thing, don't ever give up.
Ever. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just, because we talk all the time. That's the thing. And I know what she means by overseas.
Shout out to Dwight Howard one more time. Again, my name is Ameerah The Songstress, and you can find me at YouTube at Ameerah The Songstress, Facebook at Ameerah The Songstress, Instagram at Ameerah The Songstress, and Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, and wherever you like to listen. And remember, stay focused.
Let me fix my crown baby. Like dominoes, yeah, it's going down. My feet off the ground, elevated. You feel my soul when you hear my sound. And I don't know why you're like a red light that don't ever change. And you should know why I'm merging to the other lane. I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets. Making hits is a reflex. I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess. Riding high so you know I'm blessed. Oh yeah, I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets. Making hits is a reflex. I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess. Riding high so you know I'm blessed. No regrets, no regrets, no regrets. Ooh, I'm so tapped in, baby. Yeah, I'm turned on and tuned into that frequency. Bring love and light and healing in my energy. Hear a major difference in these minor melodies. And I don't know why you're familiar faces in strange places. They don't ever change. You should know why I'm merging to the other lane. I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets. Making hits is a reflex. Oh yeah, I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess. Riding high so you know I'm blessed. Oh yeah, I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets. Making hits is a reflex. Baby, I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess. Riding high so you know I'm blessed. I came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. Oh yeah, I'm built for this. Came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. Oh yeah, I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets. Making hits is a reflex. I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess.